I was always playing with my older brother and his friends who could really play. I couldn't play yet. I could play with those rock guys, but I was still huffing and puffing trying to catch up with them. Kofi taught me everything I know, and still there's tons of stuff I don't know. He really is the man. Kofi and Colonel Bruce and my dad were my three biggest teachers. My brother's flute playing. I grew up from a baby listening to him practice all these classical exercises. Flute playing is just so in there. All the sax that I heard, Wayne Shorter. There's so many. There's guys that I don't even know.
It's funny, but I probably learned as much as from fellow students, both at North Texas and Miami, learned as much from them as I probably did in class, just because there were so many great musicians, and Miami had this legacy of Pat Metheny and the Dixie Dregs, Steve Morse, T. Lavitz, Bruce Hornsby, who was big on the radio then, had gone there, and I mean, there Will Lee from the Late Show Band, and the constant excitement and the constant pressure that your fellow musicians, because I mean, college is not a bunch of happy people running around going, "Oh, you're great, you're great." It's like the real world in a way. Everybody's trying to get in this band or that band at college, and the competition is immense. It's like a microcosm of the real world, and they're just great musicians in every practice room. We used to walk through and just listen to people practice and go, "God, that guy is great," and it would make me go practice more.
I do remember going to Eisner Park in Champaign, Illinois, and they had a rock band set up out on the playing there, and the bass player had one of those orange Sun amps, with like a plush thing, and he had a white curly cord from his bass to his amp, and I just thought that was really cool, so I wanted to play bass.
Guys like Jamerson, Larry Graham, even Louis Johnson, Bootsy, Stanley Clarke, Jocko, these guys have changed the course of bass playing and music itself. Anyone that plays bass is going to be affected by those people, whether they've ever heard of them or not. And that's the mark of a great person. When you affect the world, you don't even have to be known, but you're affected by them. Steve Bailey is known for his harmonic sting. Anybody that's doing that is influenced by Jocko, whether you know it or not. As a matter of fact, I'm influenced by whoever Jocko learned it from. And I don't know who that is. But that person, whoever it was, has influenced me, and that's just the way it works. But for me, I do try to recognize that fact, because I realize that the better I get, the better the next generation is going to get. The further I can take it, the more it's just going to help everybody else. So that gives me inspiration. It makes me want to practice. It makes me want to learn more and get better, because I'm just helping everybody else. And that's a good thing.